I want to say conflict about money, maybe conflict with an ex or a partner regarding children and money. So it could be something as simple as arguing about not wanting to spend so much money on the children for Christmas, um, or for the holiday. Um, but I feel that you are starting out the month feeling concerned about finances and wanting to hold on tight to what you have, because you're trying to set some long-term goals and really plan for the future. And you're worried that if you maybe are too frivolous this month, that you're going to have the next few months that are really rough. There's also something here about wanting to make the holidays more about family time and family togetherness and focus on the emotional aspect of the holidays. You know, the family togetherness and the holiday dinner, just spending time with loved ones, maybe not making it as much of a concern about, buying the best gifts or the most expensive gifts. I'm sorry if you hear the coughing in the background. I have a toddler homesick today, so. Yeah, there's definitely a message about financially stay balanced, don't spend more than what you need to. There's another message here concerning a job. It may be that you've had some time to spend with family, or this month you're going to have some time off to spend with family and get some R&R, which you've been really needing. But I want to say for some of you, this is off the topic of the job, I'm sorry, but this just came through. It's almost like there's a story here of someone's taking some time off. They want to get some R&R and some rest. They're having some family maybe come in for the holidays, or they're spending time with family members that they haven't seen. Or it's family members that you do see, but maybe you're not so close to. And there's a fear that there's going to be some conflict with this person or with these family members, because you're kind of reminiscing and remembering how things used to be or the conflicts you had in the past, and you're worried that there's going to be some conflict over the holidays. But you'll be pleasantly surprised by this person's attitude and their behavior, and it's going to be a time when you get to both speak your truth and get your emotions out and on the table, and it's going to be a rebirth in your relationship. It's like a restart. For those of you, back to the job situation, I feel like you've been wanting an old job back, something that you used to do or something that you used to dream about doing. But there are some concerns about if you return to this job or you return to this dream and try to make it a reality, that again, it's not going to pan out. But for those of you where this applies, it's kind of saying here that there's new emotional fulfillment and contentment coming in for you in December. So kind of hold off on making major decisions like that until the end of the month, I would say, because you may see things differently by the end of the month. This month is really about you spending family time. Spending time with your children, spending time with your family, with your spouses, even with just friends that you consider family, getting together with people that you love. You're definitely taking the time out to rest. And financially, if you are concerned about your finances, just know that as long as you are, smart with your money, you're going to do financially very well this month. You're going to be very secure, very stable. I'm getting the message of all the bills are paid, everybody's provided for, and we're happy that we have our family together, and that's what matters most. That's kind of what I'm getting with this spread. And then there's another message here for those of you looking for work. Maybe you haven't had money, or money has been an issue for quite some time. Maybe you've been battling with your family about money, finding a job and being financially tight. By the end of the month, you're going to find work, and you're going to be much happier. It's going to be like a renewal of your financial stability and security. So let's look at this a little bit closer. Excuse me. I want to look at the 5 of Rods in the center to see what exactly this conflict may be in regards to. Okay, so what it's saying here is you're worried about communication with someone. This can be your lover, this can be your spouse or your partner, but this can also just be someone that, you care for. And you're worried that there's going to be conflict, but here with the gift card, it's saying that this opportunity to kind of clear the air is a gift for your relationship. So don't expect conflict per se. Don't have your guard up and be defensive, because I feel like this person really wants to make amends with you. And what they're offering you is, this is considered a love letter. So it's, again, like a rebirth in your relationship and emotional contentment, fulfillment, overflowing emotions of happiness. Also remember that those around you who you love, try not to, even if you are in the beginning of the month to the middle of the month are concerned about money and spending too much, try not to take that out on those you love and be, short-tempered with them. Because at the end of the day, they're the ones that really matter. Money comes and goes. And, I know that's so much easier said than done, but try to just enjoy the moments. I want to look at the Judgment card. Yeah, see, the Judgment card's a rebirth. It comes after the Death card, and this is the rebirth of the relationship that I was seeing. Can be with an earth sign. It would be a Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, okay? Male or female. But this is someone who's a friend, someone that a family member or a friend, okay? And there's a pleasant surprise that comes about with this person. And it's a fortunate turn of events. I mean, we have the Fortune card, and then we have the Gift card. So don't be worried about what may possibly arise over the holidays, okay? For some of you, this is a spouse. And you're worried about the conflict within your relationship because you're arguing about money, or you're arguing about the kids, or what have you. This is just a reminder that, your partner is a gift, is a blessing. And by the end of the month, things are all going to smooth over. So try not to get too worked up about any of it, okay? So let's look at the singles for the month of December. I'm sorry if you hear I don't know if I said this already, if you hear the coughing in the background, that's my toddler. She's sick. Okay. So the Fool popped out. We'll set this aside. We have the Page of Pentacles, the Tower, the King of Pentacles, the Moon, the Nine of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, Six of Pentacles, and the Four of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Five of Wands. So for you singles, this is kind of what I'm seeing. There's an earth sign in your sphere, okay? Can be coming in this month, or they may have already arrived, and you may know who they are. But I'm seeing an earth sign that would be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, okay? And you're presently single, you're independent, you're kind of doing your own thing. You may be self-made, you know, successful, or just feeling comfortable and confident in where you're presently at. But for some of you, there's almost like a fear. It's like you want a relationship, but you're afraid to have a relationship. Maybe you're afraid of losing your independence, or you're afraid of commitment. Or you're just one of those who wants to take a relationship slow and not jump in head first kind of thing. But this earth sign comes in and they shake it up. And it's almost like you're not going to be single for much longer. Okay? Because this earth sign is working at a relationship with you. They want a relationship with you. But I feel like you may be kind of combative about it because you feel like they're coming in too strong, or they're expecting too much too early on. And you're like, hey, I understand you have certain wants and needs, but I have certain wants and needs too. And we need to balance this out and make it work for both of us, because I can't give you everything all at once. And that's your fear. So it may lead you to feel like, you know what, I'm like, you're pushing this person away a bit. But the message here is you just need to communicate with this person and help them understand that you need to take things slow. I heard Taurus. So for some of you, this is a Taurus. And this Taurus person, you know, when a Taurus falls for somebody, they fall head over heels and they're all about it. But they're also very patient. They'll wait. They're very patient and they'll wait for you to come around, you know. So all you need to do is really communicate with this person and let them know you are interested, but you got to take things at your pace, because it's like they rush in like a bull with the horns, you know. They just want to take it all. But if you do that, if you communicate with this person and you find that happy medium, you find that balance that you create where you guys can build the relationship up to where you want it to be, this is stability, security, emotional happiness. This is a celebration, ceremony. It can also be for some of you, you meet this person at a holiday party. I'll say that. You meet this person at a holiday party. So look for that. The Fool card, new beginnings. Always new beginnings. So you may have been single at one point and going in one direction, but now you're going in a new direction where you may find yourself in a relationship by the end of the month or in the beginning of January. So let me just shuffle here and we'll pull a few clarifying cards. I kind of want to look at the Five of Rods, the overall card here. See exactly what this I think it's more like internal conflict, or maybe just like a push and pull with this person. Yeah. Yeah, so basically this person's wanting, this is the Merchant card. This is about contracts, agreements, negotiations, So this person's wanting something more serious and committed with you, but you're kind of like, hey, let's be friends, or let's work on that. Let's work on getting from point A to point B and not jump from A to C or D. Let's get to know each other. Let's slow it down a bit. And this relationship promises happiness, cheerfulness, but I also want to point out that in this card, we see that there's a celebration going on. So again, I'm feeling like this may be at a holiday party where you meet this earth sign. And for some of you, I'm feeling it strongly like a Taurus person, a bull. I'm getting a bull. I want to look at the moon card. Yeah, see guys, your fear is to get too committed too fast. We have this moon card is fear. It's your hidden fears, it's your hidden emotions, it's things you don't openly express. It's your repressed desires. Here we have the card of love, something new with the child card, and this card of illness, sickness. So it's like you're afraid of being emotionally weak or being seen as vulnerable because you are a very independent individual. And you're afraid of being hurt, or you're afraid of being overly committed and losing your independence. But you won't necessarily lose your independence. Again, you just have to have the proper conversation with this person, because long term there could be some great stability in this relationship if you work together. Okay? That's what I have for the singles. Sounds great. Wish that was my reading. Can't read for myself, honestly. Can only read for others. I'm too connected. It's too personal, I guess. All right, so let's look at the couples here for the month of December. Okay. We have, again, the Nine of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles. Money, money. Three of Swords. Six of Pentacles. Page of Cups. Queen of Swords. Seven of Rods. And the Devil. The bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Swords. Okay, mamas? So, let me just look over the spread, because it's really interesting where there's a part of this that talks about independence, and then there's another part that talks about commitment to a family. It's almost like you're torn. I feel like some of you, again, there's something here about wanting independence or seeking independence or wanting a break. Not that you don't love your spouse or your children or whatever the relationship dynamic may be, but I almost feel like something happened, obviously, with the Three of Swords. And emotionally, you're a bit disconnected from your partner or your spouse. And you're now kind of in a mind space where you're focused on other aspects of your life, or you're wanting to redirect your focus on other aspects of your life, especially money or career, finances. I feel that for some of you, you may feel this strong, or somebody in your spouse or your family, they're making you, it's almost like they're expecting too much out of you, or you're working very hard, like bending over backwards for people. And you're at this point where you kind of want to defend yourself and stand up for yourself and say, you know what? Enough is enough. I need a break. I need release. I need to relax. I need to get away. And it's because there's this, and it's not necessarily unhealthy. I want to say it is kind of, because, in life, we all need a balance. And if you're not taking care of yourself, you're not going to be able to take care of your partner or your family. So there's something here about, you feel confined, you feel mentally like stuck, and physically stuck. Like, how am I going to have time for me? How am I going to fit my desires or my goals or my dreams or just what I want to do into what other people expect of me and out of the obligations that they hold for me? This is really saying, look, you need to take things slow. Don't feel as though you owe everybody, okay? You need to set boundaries. The Queen of Swords is all about setting boundaries. Set healthy boundaries for yourself so that you're not left feeling heartbroken, taken advantage of, mistreated. Tell people, stand up for yourself. You're expecting way too much out of me. You're expecting way too much out of me, and this is unhealthy for me. Okay? Because you're stuck in this situation. You're stuck feeling stuck. Like you can't move. But you see, when we look at this card, you see this woman, there's swords all around her, but there's a big gap here, and she could easily untie herself and release this blindfold and walk away from the situation, but she has to do it for herself. So it's not like she's completely unable to move or to move forward out of this situation. It's just all in her head. And it's because you are maybe holding yourself to a certain expectation, and others are holding you at a certain expectation. And you gotta set your boundaries for that and say, you know what, one thing at a time, my friend, one thing at a time. And I need some me time. I have things I need to do for me, and that should be okay. For some of you, I feel like this month you may be really, really focused on, like I said, career, money, spending time with family, with friends, trying to spend equal time with family and friends and your loved one, your partner, your spouse, and they're feeling sexually deprived and you're kind of fighting them off. But understand that they're just wanting that connection with you. They're wanting that time with you. And so it's okay to do that, but just, again, set boundaries and do things in your time, but don't get upset with your partner because they're wanting that connection with you or they're wanting that time with you. Just have the appropriate kind of conversation and just say, this is what I need. For some of you, I have to say what this spread is saying to me too is, for some of you, there's somebody that has hurt you in the past and you're not willing to let them back in, But they're the kind of person that they're always trying. They're always trying. And they may have a strong connection to your family. Maybe, you know, you've been together a long time. And so you may be seeing them over the holidays and you don't really want to see them. Don't get caught up in any bad feelings or bad juju, you know. Try to take the high road. And I feel like that's exactly what you're going to do. If that situation speaks to you, that's what you're going to do. You're feeling stuck because you're like, this person's coming. I can't help it. I can't help that they're going to be there. And I don't really want to see this person. It can be even at like a function that you may attend. But just take the high road. I feel like that's what you're going to do. And you're going to come across as very confident. And they may even make like they may be a bit flirtatious with you. And just continue to walk on. And just keep your head held high and not give it really any attention. Because I think that's the best way to handle it, to be honest. You don't want to reconnect with this person, I feel. Okay. I want to look at the Devil card here. Yeah, so again, for some of you, your partner is just wanting some sexual intimacy, some connection here with you, because they feel like it's kind of like you guys have been drifting apart or you haven't been spending that time together. For others of you, these 3 cards are talking about what was I saying before? If you have to be around an ex-partner, you're going to see this person. He's going to be traveling to attend a function or to be in town for the holidays or whatnot. And you're worried that it's going to be this kind of situation where there's like, you know, you just can't handle it. But honestly, this person, they're still sexually attracted, or there's some sexual attraction there. But again, I feel like you're going to take the high road and you're not really going to feed into this because you're kind of looking at them like, been there, done that. I'm good. You know, this Queen of Swords, she's a cold woman. She's hardcore. Not to say you're cold or anything, but, you know, just hardcore. Like, look, I know where I stand. I'm not playing those games. Okay. Let's look at the 8 of Swords. Okay, 8 of Swords, feeling mentally trapped. This card talks about you needing to stay consistent, stand your ground, stand up for yourself, persevere. Don't allow whatever limited thoughts and beliefs that are affecting you now to overwhelm you, because things are going to be much more positive than what you realize they will be. Okay? It's going to be a fortunate turn of events. So try to open your mind. Try to step out of this negative mind space or be so worried or fearful. Okay. And I feel like there may be a family friend or a professional even that comes in and helps you emotionally prepare or remedy this situation so that you're feeling this more confident individual.